Ms. Kanatoy, representing Barangay 18A, known as Lapak, as candidate number 1. So duha na may zone ang nitubag sa mga situations. Let's have Ma'am Merly.
Okay, question number 15 for the East District. Is Irish May Huranan. It's about securing city's food supply. So some of our city's agricultural lands were converted to residential projects which affect our food supply. Express your substantial ideas on how to secure our food supplies both in agricultural and marine products.
By convincing the vacant lands to pursue in planting organic plants, and by widening the rice field, and also by doing the natural fishing way for helping the marine lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Irish May Ranan, representing the East District of the DepEd. We have from Barangay Lunaw. Question for Miss Candidate number 5. Candidate number 5, mga igsoon, is Maria Ruth Andrea Ria Amameo Ceruela. Killing of public officials. Alarming to public servants is the series of killing government officials like Mayor Halili of, where is it, Laguna? Calauan City. Calauan City. Batangas. That pushes politicians to regain the control over police power. Kay tuon naman gud ang police power naa sa local chief executive or sa mayor. Karon gibalik tuan na sa napulkom or national. Now, as a citizen, will you allow chief executives like mayor, governor, to obtain privilege of getting a number of policemen to serve as their escorts, while a great number of population, like in Lunaw, cannot be assured of their police role tungod kay ang police lagi kuha man sa mayor to protect and serve the people. So, please share your brilliance on this situation. Candidate number 5.
So, good afternoon, everyone. My opinion in that question is that I would allow all the public officials to have their escorts, a number of escorts, for them also to be safe and for them to preserve also their life, because we have the right to preserve our life. Not like that they are just a public officers, they don't have the right to get a escorts or a bodyguards. Instead, that an escort is used for them to be safe, for them to be able to continue to serve in our government. And also, in the community, I believe that the police officers or the government should not neglect the importance of the society or the community. They must also balance between the public officials and the people living in this world. Because I believe that the escorts are important for the public officials, and also police officers are important for the community. Thank you.
Okay.
Well said, candidate number 5, Ria Ceruela.
Our next candidate is from Fit and Pink. Miss is about challenges on K-12 implementation. The Department of Education has just implemented the K-12 program. As an educated candidate, share your positive and negative observations about its implementation.
Thank you for that wonderful question, ma'am. For me, this K-12 implementation is a very good opportunity for the Philippines to become globally competent when it comes to education. However, as a K-12 pioneer batch, I have observed that, and I have also experienced a lack of classrooms, books, and also teachers. So, in conclusion, I believe that this country, the Philippines, is not yet ready for this K-12 program. Thank you.
Implement again. Hello.
Okay, so you have just listened, heard the voice of Miss Rica Melissa Asas Talha, and she was not in favor, and according to her observation, the Philippines, the RP is not yet ready for the implementation. However, magpadayo na ang ato implementation. Anyway, that's her point of view. Now let's proceed to Barangay Lunao's second candidate. We have
Go, Sisi.
Princess Lanieve Susi. You have picked up the killing of priests.
Yeah.
News disclosed that several priests, especially somewhere in Luzon, were killed because of their hard-hitting homilies on societal evildoers, such as illegal minors, corrupt officials, drug traffickers, and so on. As a Christian lady, are you in favor the church's proposal that priests may possess firearms for self-security and self-defense?
I believe that each one of us have the right to protect ourselves, despite of what you do and who you are. In fact, there are so many ways to protect ourselves. As a Christian lady, I believe that our priest is the one who maintains the sanctity of life. So therefore, I am against of the firearms possession. And I also believe that a bad issue cannot be solved by another unaccepted means. So as it concerns citizen, what I can do or remind all the people in this country is that we should focus more to spend time figuring out what are those problems our government facing today. So that would be all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss. And we have candidate from DepEd North District for her question. It's on tourism proposal for Hingoog Claveria Road. Mayor Gingona's administration played a vital role in the materialization of Hingoog Claveria Villanueva Secondary Highway. As a potential ambassadress on tourism, what are your proposals to boost the ecotourism, especially from Barangay Samay to Lunutan areas?
As a potential ambassadress on tourism, I'll propose to our City Mayor Marie Gunguna nga dapat magbutang siya dito daghan suga dito sa Samay Claveria. Kay karong panahon na daghan na hitabo ng na-disgrasya o daghan rape, wala ta kabalo nga kanang unsang mahitabo karon adlaw. And we can achieve this by working hand in hand together. We can make a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Mateo, for your suggestion to the city government. Let's now have the brain to be showcased by Miss Anakan. So, how many ka-Anakan? Aichel Ulayvar. Ang presidente karon sa Pilipinas nabalaka aning fake news. Dagay na biktima pananglitan si Ruben Padilla namatay. Nag-share na nenta. Patay ni si Ruben. Mismo si City Councilor Mike Padiranga apilya pon sa fake news. Halos inyong mga silingan gipang fake news. Sa Bisaya nito una mo ning chismis nga walay resita, no? Mga radyo baktas. Now, na-move karon sa gobyerno nga dismiss disinformation. Now, your case is this: disinformation via fake news. Social media serves as a channel for information. However, it transmits disinformation through fake news. As a Facebook user and millennial lady, how could you determine if such information is a fake news?
Alright, thank you. Well, people nowadays are very caught up by millennial situations, especially by using social medias in spreading fake news. Well, as a lady, in order for me to determine if that news is authentic or fake, is that I am more aware of what are the things that is happening around me. And let's not forget to be more meticulous in believing any news that we are hearing, reading, or whatever. And then a piece of advice to everybody is don't just rely on one information, rather gather more information before believing any news that is spreading right away. And that will be all. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, well said, and thank you very much.
So we have ME Production and SMK. The issue of no gardening in urban barangays. Our theme for this year's 44th Nutrition Program celebration invites every household to initiate backyard gardening. As a city proper resident, can you enumerate your initiatives for backyard gardening in which our lot area of the house sometimes does not allow us to have home-based gardening?
Thank you. On my opinion, I think the best way to do is to cooperate the activities in our barangay. Instead of having a backyard gardening, which is very wrong and not allowed, also everyone or all of us can benefit from it, and it is good to our environment too. That's all.
Thank you, Ms. Umanda of ME Productions, Mayit Ichalico Production. Thank you. Now let's have Purple Crown.
Jingoog's king.
Purple Crown is Miss Barbak, an Atenista. Ito, illegal drug addiction. The Philippines is one of Asia's illegal drug-consuming countries. Sa ida ka, no? Ang Pilipinas, grabe yung adis-adis sa Pilipinas. Maraming parokyano. Aside from the implementations of Tokhang, stands for Tokhangyo, double barrel, reloaded, what other tactics you contribute in decreasing and eliminating drug proliferation in our nation?
Thank you for the question, sir. So before I present to you the approach that I'm trying to present to you, is I'm allowing me to talk about the approach that the government is facing right now. So their approach is tukhang. In my own understanding as a certain individual, I think that tukhang is actually something that the people, the police officers would ask someone if they want to change their lives or they don't want to change their lives or get killed. So basically, the problem with this approach is that the government tend to just solve the problems that's only in the superficial or in the surface of the reality of what is the reality of the drug abuse. So basically, if you put this into a logic, what the government is doing right now is just repainting the rusted area. But what they can do is this kind of approach that I'm going to present right now. So the approach is that we have to know where is the rust coming from. We have to know where and why is this happening. What is the causes of these problems? So basically, my approach for this is really emphasizing the idea and the organization that talks about drug abuse. So when like Mercado contra Droga, I think a lot of people are aware of this kind of organization. This kind of organization emphasizes the importance and the disadvantages of trying to use this kind of things, because a lot of people, millennials, these people are a target of these influences. They get easily influenced by other individuals. And I think it's very important that we try to solve the problem just before it happens. And I think it's the most important thing, that education, awareness is one of the most important things, that you have to remind these individuals that doing drugs will not help you into making this world a better place. That would be all. Thank you.
Yeah, very well said.
It's greatly stated by Miss Barbak of the Purple Crown. Where is Purple Crown located? It's a boutique. Okay.
So we have SK Federation.
Let me see.
Marilyn Padero. It's about unsettled informal settlers. Housing project is one of Mayor Gingoog's priority programs, mostly intended for residents living in hazardous areas. How will you help our city mayor to convince these informal settlers to leave to their assigned resettlement project and vacate or live away from their present dangerous zone?
I will show them the positive effect of it and the benefits of resettlement. Then show them that this is just for the betterment of not just the community, but for them. And as a candidate, I will use my voice to encourage
Deployment.
and touch their hearts that this resettlement would be a beautiful effect to them. That we should always remember that if some doors would close, there are a lot of opportunities offers, and one of that is the resettlement of Mayor Gingoog. That we would all thank you.
Thank you. Voicing for the SK Federation under the chairmanship of SK Federation Guanzon. Let's have a lady from JM Auto Part and Beaufaudix Fashion. She's Rizame Cabeltes. A CKC graduate. Okay. War on Insurgency. Bago lang nagira dito sa Mangilit, no? Part of Balason. May nangaposilan nga rebelde, nasa'y naposilan nga mga army. Last week na hitabo. Rebels convinced their recruits through black propaganda or black propa against administration. Nag-istorte nga, layo ta, gidawg-dawg tas gobyerno, wala ta gibali-bali. Now, assuming that you are a military lady, lugar team air ka, how will you combat their discouraging propaganda against our government and convince at least one of them to go back to the society's normal life?
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would explain to them that the Rebellious Act that they're implementing is nothing but a false hope. Then I would explain to them that instead of giving an aggressive way of reacting to everyone, they could put it in a proper way, or just like what the 30 has implemented, which is the peace talk, so we can achieve a proper and formal way of solving the problem. That's all, Bill. Thank you.
Okay, the last two candidates. Candidate from Salazar Clan is about alarming rape cases. Sexual child abuse is seemingly rampant in our human society, which degrades women's dignity and reputation. As a lady candidate, stress your advocacies in preventing such claims happening in our society.
So thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon once again. So rape case is one of the big and rampant issue in our country, which is the Philippines. So on my part, I am against in this issue, and I think all of us is against the rape case. Rape case involves and deals with respect, love, and dignity to each and everyone. If we have these three aspects in life, harmony and peace will remain and retain in our community, in our nation, in our world, in our universe. And that will be all, and thank you.
Tunggan ninyo maigsoon ang tubag sa Salazar Clan, si Miss Azaldariaga Winstanley. Ug hapit na ta mahuman mga Facebookers ay katong live para sa presscon sa Binibining Hangout Tourism 2018. Mga P-friends nato, mga kapaglaong og naminaw sa Radyo Pilipinas ug tanan natong media outlets. Salamat kayo. Ato sa pasalamat sa atong City Tourism and Promotions Office led by Ma'am Evelyn Dago. O sa tanan nato mga trabante sa City Tourism and Promotions Office, we salute you for your dedication and commitment. And to formally close the press conference, atong tawgon ang katapusan nga kandidata to answer. And she is Miss Mithosela Villanueva of Wilmar Edible Oil Incorporated, located along National Highway, Barangay San Luis, in the city of Good Fortune. Meth, how do we call you? Meth or Sela?
You can call me Mitch, sir.
Mitch. Mitch, problema ni sa mga sayo na buntisan. Ang looy kayo. Back to family gyapon na problema. A community of conservative Filipina, ang ingoog conservative pa ta, no? Medyo na pagka-liberated, pero majority ang conservative. A community of conservative Filipina has been shocked by accounts of early pregnancies. So di ka ni problema sa ingoog, tibuok ni kalibutan. As a hopeful lady, how will you educate your fellow ladies to detour away from unprepared pregnancies?
Thank you. I believe that early pregnancy is very rampant case our city is facing right now, and also in the world. Being a Filipina, I believe that as a girl, you must follow and obey your parents. And this comes from the inculcation of values from your parents. So parents should not
be tired of molding values to their children for them to be morally upright in standing in their situations or deciding. Because I believe that being a candidate of Binibining Tourism 2018, one of my advocacy is to influence the youth, young people like me, to be the voice of this generation. For we are the future leaders of our country. For the greater glory of God, thank you.
Mga igala, inyong nadunggan ang 14 nga mga kandidata na managtigi sa Corona nga Binibining Tourism Candidates 2018 tungod sa 2017 nga kontrobersiya ni Miss Caballero. Nagdesider ang atong Hingoog City Tourism Council nga ang mokorona ninyo ang ato ng halangdong mayor. Tungod kay ang corona ni Miss Caballero wala na pasa sa first runner-up na si Miss Yanis Colyamat. So kinsay mo daog ninyo pohon palaran sa barangay sa Hulyo 22 ang atong local chief executive city mayor Marindilara Gingona maunay mo pasa sa corona ngadto kaninyo. So again, pasalamatin ninyo, palakpakan nato ang atong makeup artists. Palakpakan nato ang atong mga mentors. Palakpakan nato ang atong mga sponsors. Karong pizza 18 may zone, makita nato ang atong mga kandidata sa ilang mga talents. Wala kini bayad. Bert, doon ni bayad, Bert? Ang talent, Bert, walay bayad? Nagyapon? Naday bayad may zone kay fundraising kini, siguro minimal amount, a matter of donation. So, naipipila na yung kandidata. Masay kasagara talent sa mga kandidata. Miss Salazar, ang sa imong talent? Monologue, cowgirl. Monologue yapon. Singing. Dancing. Contemporary dancing. Acting. Ano yan? Ifugao dance. Monologue and dancing. Singing. Routine. Singing. Dancing, Ria. Monologue. Dancing. Dancing. So may igsoon, makita ninyo, inyo lang suportahan kini. Kasi kara sa ilang monologue, pasabot kini nga barato yun ang buyo sa Eureka. So makikita sila mga lamlam karong pizza 18. Og unya pizza 22 mao ang ilang coronation night. Palihog, iawa ka mo sa paglantaw, pagtanaw talagsaon ra kini, puno nato atong city gym. Nagyapoy bayad Albert, di ba? Ma'am Belen? Coronation night, bayad wala? Nagyapoy bayad kuno. Kay Ginoo ko kay kung walay bayad may so na pila mga iro mananaw. This motion is brought to us by Department of Tourism, the local government unit in Gingoog, City Tourism Promotions, DepEd, Department of Education, Nature Spring, Attorney by Land Bank of the Philippines. We help you grow. Morris Kudos, Lay Mineral, New Lane Restaurant, Nadal Agri-Supply owned by Mr. and Mrs. Boy Nadal, RC Shop, Royal Bank of Gingoog, P&R Store, Parkstone, located along National Highway, Barangay 17. Mindanao Consolidated Cooperative Bank Incorporated, Gingoog Grocers, RBT Bank, Royal Bank of Talisayan, S&K Enterprises, Sun Circle, People's Hardware, Gingoog Target Commercial, and J.